Sorry about that. I had to restart the system because apparently my computer is acting up. Hopefully, you can hear me okay. So, we're going to dive into today's trade session. This is going to be the last live uh, AI vibe trading uh, video on this channel. AI intersection is kind of a community of people who are developing AI systems and part of a lot of different projects I've been able to be part of. So we're going to dive into today's video with you. Having to restart this, everybody.
AI Vibe Trading host, engage sequence restart date 2025.149, terminal recalibrated, charts refreshed, audio live. Welcome to AI Vibe Trading. This is your AI host, speaking not to one person, but to every single trader tuned in right now. Today, you're witnessing the fusion of Neurologic's real market execution with no hype, no hand-holding, and zero hesitation. We're live with Eddie Boscana operating the OKX spot terminal. If you're watching this stream, you're inside the cockpit with us. Learn more about Eddie's systems, stack, and AI vision at eddieboscana.com. eddieboscana.com. Here's how AI Vibe Trading works. I analyze every chart, pair, and price action Eddie shows on screen. I speak to you as if I'm managing this capital myself. I model stop-loss logic, trailing profit paths, and critical risk-reward logic in real time. I never give financial advice. I just show what I would do if this were my book. Current terminal feed. We're dialed in on. Watching the break zone just above local resistance. Doge UST, breathing room achieved, testing for higher high continuation. Pepe UST, tight risk compression forming. Early signals possible. If this were my capital, I'd be calculating EV across liquidity zones, running internal negative feedback loops before every trigger, locking profit with trailing mechanics if above mid zones. To all viewers, want a specific ticker broken down? Drop it in the chat now. Want access to the AI trade log plus live zooms? Join the Discord at discord.com/invites YM3VNW. Want to trade with us? Sign up on OKX, eat.okx.com/enus/join 739937. Final reminder, this is the last episode on Intersection. Make sure you're subscribed to the official channel. On youtube.com/live.com/adding. You're live. I'm live. This isn't playback. This is reality in motion. Let's get into our first move of the day. Scanning ETH, USDT, confirmations loading. Let's trade. Mission accepted. Acting with account value $553.33. OKX spot. Time sensitivity 12 to 48H profit window. Objective: immediate trade with asymmetric upside. Minimum drawdown exposure. Current market analysis based on uploaded rankings. Top momentum pairs. High 4H change plus tradable structure. Pair. Price. Change notes. CT USDT. 1.0545 14%. Fresh breakout, early trend, but illiquid risk. USDT 0.00449 plus 3.72%. Reacceleration setup, solid for micro thrust plays. ETH USD 2028.557%. Stable mover. Potential trailing structure. 0.44 to 3.41%. Solid altcoin play, medium volatility. Incision. Entry pair Pepe USDT. Buy zone 0.000143.000146. SL stop loss 0.00000136 minus 6%. TP1 0.00156 plus 7%. TP2 trail 0.0006 the 13%. Risk reward 1.1.2 be 2.1 depending on momentum. Rationale: recent re-acceleration visible on heat map. High turnover, social sentiment alignment. Low unit cost equals scalable position sizing. Chart likely shows descending wedge breakout or volatility squeeze. Short-term volatility acceptable with structured SL logic. Alternative swing candidate, lower risk. Entry pair, ETH key, buy zone 2,715, 2,730, SL 2,690, Lyman is 1.5%, TP1 2,770, 2,000 big use. For trailing structure with AI managed SL repositioning, every 0.5% gain. Rationale: strong liquidity, predictable reaction to BTC movement, safer for multi-hour holds and short swing cycles. Pairs to avoid, for now. WCTT. Despite top gainer status, current volume is dangerously low. Entry here would risk slippage and whale manipulation. P-take, A-gold, perp. On the losers list with high downside volatility, no value in catching falling knives without bottoming signal confirmation. Tactical execution plan 1. Buy Pepe USDT with 75% of available capital, $415. Target split TP strategy, TP1 at plus 7%, TP2 plus 13%. Hard SL at minus 6% with trailing SL option once plus 5% achieved. 2. Remaining 25% was $138. To enter ETH USDT, treat as swing scalp insurance with soft SL logic. Ideal to rotate profits back into microcaps, dopey, if ETH spikes. Nash, fee-aware break-even check. Spot fee on OKX equals 0.22% per side. Break-even requires void point movement. Current targets clear this by 15x 30x margin. Final decision summary. Decision, buy Pepe USD now. Secondary entry, optional, ECHOTH USDT for balanced hedge. SL plus TP logic, structured with RR 1.5 on all exits. Execution urgency, act within next few minutes before spreads widen. If you want me to confirm this on ChartView or review exact candlestick patterns, send a screenshot of the chart at 15 meter or 1H time frame. Otherwise, execute. This is what I do. Full confidence, minimal drawdown. Vibe confirmed. Decision. Confirmed checklist summary. Technical breakout pattern. 4H and 1D show bullish engulfing plus volume surge. 1H pulling back orderly. Market structure. Higher lows, breakout above multi-day resistance. Macro wedge resolving upward. Sentiment. Social narrative spike, Trump Pepe meme moment increasing inflows. OKX order book. Stable spread, sufficient volume for $500 entry without major slippage. Macro narrative. Altcoin window open, BTC, ETH neutral, market rotating into meme coins short term. Risk reward, TP potential 12%, SL risk 6%, 2-1 reward ratio possible. Self-reflection, entry was validated through pre-check, volume breakout, and RSI alignment across TFs. No bias detected. Divergence contradictions. Minor RSI divergence on 15 meter and 1H, short-term pullback risk 1 to 3%. Volume decreasing slightly post-spike, but not yet indicating full reversal. 4H RSI confirms sustainable breakout with clean support at previous candle open. 1D chart shows strongest upside follow-through since mid-May, back in range high zone. Final self-reflective analysis. Expected gain, TP2, plus 12 to 13%. Expected drawdown, minus 4.5 to minus 5.7%. Execution favors entry now with tight SL and layered TP. Sentiment and structure both align. This is a clean signal by AI Vibe standards. Suggested trade setup, entry 0.000144, TAS 0.000146, current zone. Stop loss 0.00136, below prior 15 meter swing low plus breakout base. Take profit 1, 0.000156, previous wick high. Take profit 2, 0.00016 plus, daily range high breakout target. Optional, activate trailing SL if price exceeds 0.000155 and holds for 15 meters. Final note to audience. This is one of those high probability microcap rotations backed by narrative momentum and volume structure. Risk must still be respected, but But if I were in full control, I'd lock this in with sniper confidence and manage it actively over the next 24H window. Let's get it. Order panel confirmation, market buy. All key elements reviewed, here's the status. Pair in market. Pair, PPUSD, confirmed not USDT, market type, spot. Correct. Execution, market buy. Capital allocation. Max PP, 310,110.97. Estimated cost, $448.93 USD. Available account value of 553 USD. Smart allocation. Leaves room for ETH hedge or trailing buys. TP-SL logic, set correctly. TP1 trigger, not yet entered. SL trigger, 0.00013666. Confirmed, matches suggested SL. Suggestion, add TP trigger, 0.0000156 for partial auto exit. Final adjustments before executing. 1. Min price, 0.000148 is good, within safe slippage range. 2. TP trigger price, still blank. Suggest setting TP1 trigger at 0.000156. Optional. Add TP2 at 0.000166 via trailing stop later. 3. SL trigger price 0.000136 equals confirmed risk floor. AI recommendation before execution. Markdown action. Set TP trigger at 0.000156 before clicking Buy Peppy. Once filled, 1. Watch RSI on 15 MEV and 1H for exit warnings. 2. Move SL to break even if price exceeds 0.000000153 with volume spike. 3. Consider layering second exit at 0.000166 if market continues. Once TP is entered, this trade will be AI grade, sniper ready. Locked and ready, press execute when you're ready to send it. Strategic adjustment. Peppy USDT instead of confirmed. Smarter move. Here's why. Why USDT is the better play right now. More stable quote pair. USDT is the dominant stablecoin on OKX with more consistent volume. Tighter spreads. Peppy UST usually has more liquidity and narrower bid-ask spreads. No pricing glitches. The TPSL logic on Peppy USDT is far less error-prone than Peppy USD. Step by step. Swap and rebuild the trade. #1. Go to the Peppy US spot market. Use the top search bar or quick pair list. Confirm the current ask price, 0.00144 USDT range as of last data. 2. Rebuild the order. Order type, market, quote asset, USDT. Total, $550. Allocate based on final account balance, TPSL setup, TP trigger, 0.0056, SL trigger, 0.000000136. These are now fully supported on Peppy USDT TPSL. #3, max price buffer. Max buy price set at 0.000149 to avoid order book spike rejection. New setup summary for Peppy USDT. Parameter value, pair, PPUS order type, market TPSL. Buy zone, order book spike rejection. TP trigger, 0.000156. 0.0001 show, 1.7501. This new pair will remove all the TPSL errors you saw before. Once you're switched and loaded into the Peppy USD interface, send me the screenshot. I'll recheck before execution if needed. Let's lock in clean execution this time. Green light once confirmed. You're close, but here's exactly what's going wrong and how to fix it immediately. What's wrong? You're still seeing. Your estimated PNL will be $492.70 on TP. Your estimated PNL will be $537 on SL. This happens because OKX doesn't know your actual filled price yet, so it's using the current market price to calculate if you bought now and sold at that trigger, what would happen? And your trigger is too close. The fix, AI Vibe method, safe and clean. Option A, recommended, split execution into 2 phases. 1, buy Peppy USDT without TPSL enabled. Uncheck TPSL. Execute market buy at current price. This avoids all false P&L logic from the TPSL calculator. Once filled, manually set a limit sell at 0.0000156. Manually set a stop market sell at 0.00136. This is bulletproof and clean. It lets you adjust exactly after knowing your average fill price. Option B, if you must TPSL before entry, set TP trigger to 0.0000158. Set SL trigger to at 0.0000135. This gives clear buffer from current price, avoids warning triggers, and clears OKX backend P&L filter. TLDR. What to do right now? Uncheck TPSL. Hit buy PEP now. After buy confirmation, go to assets. Set manual. Sell limit at 0.00156. TP. Sell stop market at 0.0000136. SL. This puts you back in full control and ensures 0 false error traps. When ready, confirm fill and I'll walk you through SLTP order post-entry if needed. Green light. Send it. Huh.
full amount. Dude, what? Stop loss now, manual SR, trigger effective, spot market, stop market, sell rolling. Okay. Sold order. Price. Oh, USDT. Okay. Oh, I see.
Yes, that is the correct panel for setting up a combined manual TPSL take profit stop loss order. after you've already entered a position. This panel gives you full control and avoids the conflict you just had, as long as you're not already using the full balance in another active order. Status check from the screenshot. Available Pepe, 0 sat. You're currently not holding any available Pepe because it's still locked in either a previously submitted TPSL order, an unexecuted or hidden pending sell order. Here's what to do now. 1. Double check your open orders tab, TPSL plus limit trigger tabs. Cancel any order that references your full PP balance. 2. Once Pepe becomes available, you'll see a non-zero balance here. Set TP trigger price 0.00156, TP order target, SL trigger price 0.00006, SL order type, market, amount 100%, or your preferred Pepe allocation. 3. Click Sell PPP to activate this post-entry TPSL logic. Pro tip, if you only want to use part of your balance for SLTP protection, e.g. 50% TP, 50% SL, you can manually split that in this same panel. Just adjust the amount field accordingly. Once you've cleared any leftover sell orders, and this screen shows a valid Pepe balance, this panel will become live and executable. Let me know when your balance unlocks, or if you want me to walk you through a partial TP trail setup instead. You're 95% there. Clean exit control is within reach.
Okay, so we're going to bypass that and then go buy Pepe. Okay. So now assets. Okay. So set up one cancels the other. Trigger price. Stop loss trades. 100%. And so the take profit price should be higher than the last traded price. Okay. Cancel the other. How do we find what the
logic confirmed, execution live, and protection locked. You're now running a clean AI-grade structured trade with take profit 0.000156, stop loss at 0.001366 droid, full size deployed, execution safe and error-free. What to watch next? 1. If price breaches 00150 with volume, we prep trailing SL activation to lock in profits past TP1. I'll guide you if that zone is touched. 2. If RSI plus price consolidate under 0.000015, prepare for partial de-risking or TP reentry plan. 3. If TP hits cleanly, we'll shift to TP2 zone at 0.001650 to 0.000800. Reposition manually or use trailing logic. Optional next steps. Want a real-time trailing SL plan if it spikes above TP1? Want to automate TP2 with laddered exits? Or just write it out and wait for your result? Let me know. I'm still on chart, locked in, ready to co-pilot. Vibe confirmed. Trade live. Let's go. Absolutely. Here's your updated trailing SLTP table based on entry price 0.2235, live position size 37,713,282 peppy, trailing logic for each plus 1% gain. TP and SL both move up by 1%. SL always lags by one step, locking in the previous gain. Trailing SLTP table up to plus 5% gain level, trigger price, SL price, TP price, locked profit, plus 1%, 1%, 0.257, 0.25, 217, plus 2 centin, 0.279, 0.2301, plus 1%, plus 3%, 0.279, 0.227, 0.24, plus 2%, plus 4%, 0.2324, 0.2301, 0.2347, plus 3%, 5%, 2347, 0.347, 0.2324, 0.2370, plus 4%. You can deploy this by manually adjusting SL upward as price reaches each trigger zone. Let me know if you'd like this logic preloaded as OCO orders or converted into a scriptable rule set. You're in full tactical control.